I got to find a new job. I got to put my kids here. You know, I need a couple weeks away from the kids anyway. I'm gonna send my kids to my mama. I'm gonna send my kids to their daddy or their mama.
Like what they say about it,
it's for real. People used to do low key. People used to do it back in the day.
The same word for failure is failure and opportunity are the same word.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? They used to do it back in the day. I see a lot of stories of which they'll send their kids to somebody and be out for 2 months looking for a job. Like, this is real. Right. This is real. So it's the system trying to break you away from that so you can be more dependent on that.
What happened last year, right?
Humans used to human.
Elderly should be getting stuff free at a certain point anyway.
It wasn't offensive or Me Too-ish to be human. No.
All these outstanding water bills that the elderly had in Detroit, they just waived they didn't waive, they put them on hold because, like, y'all talking about COVID. How they gonna be clean if they can't wash their hands?
And that to me is still a travesty. A friend of mine, who I'm gonna send a shout out to him. Shout out to Miko Thomas. He runs Detroit Water Brigade. He was going out. He was doing speeches and shit. But I think he kind of fucked up his movement. And so now he ain't as successful as he was when he first started. But he was going out, getting people water turned on, raising monies, getting bottles of water. Because it's ridiculous. I'm thinking, like, that's so fucked up. But he always, to me, was articulate and knew how to write, type real good and write. So I knew, I had him take pictures for me. He was, like, low-key the first writer and, like, reporter for Rilla when I first started Rilla. And he started his own thing. And I'm thinking, like, that's fucked up that it got to the point that he has to fight for people to have water, but he's the one to do it. He was the one to do it. But it's like that goes back to me. Listen, Ilias, that goes back to me saying you got people out here in the mentality that they will work for the white man. I'm gonna say the white man. Don't have to sound racist. But you know, I'm talking about the big companies, the big brother. But they'll work for the ones at
the top.
Yeah, they'll work for the industry, kill themselves, put their sweat, blood, and tears for the industry. And then when you suggest to them, listen, you've been doing this for 10 years. Nigga, I don't even care if you don't have to be 20, 30. If you doing something for 5 or 10 years straight, you know this shit. Nigga, you can stop right now and pay that little business fee and start somewhere. Like, I turned my backyard into my first garage. I got to start somewhere. I got the tools.
Right.
I got to get the insurance, but I'm starting somewhere.
Bezos started out in his garage.
Yeah. You can do this shit. Nigga, I've been fixing cars. I've been doing this. I'm not about to keep making money for you. To the point that and that's what it is. We got a whole world full of water, but you got people paying a water bill. You see what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? I can understand us paying for I don't mind.
I understand. Yeah, that statement is kind of hyperbolic because I used to laugh with my dad. He used to talk about they got you paying for air at the gas station to fill up your bike tire. And I'm like, look,
we're gonna send a shout out. We're gonna send a shout out to Mitch. Listen,
for of course the mechanisms needed. Because you can't just go drink some water out of the Detroit River and think you go feel.
We're going to send a shout out real quick to Mitch Sami because he knew. He always was like slick like that. So,
people know, like,
yeah.
No matter what they view.
No. The real statement is a lot of people should know. That's what we should turn that to. A lot of people should know. It's sort of like Sister Harriet Tubman said back then. She freed over 1,000 slaves. She would have freed over 1,000 more if they would have knew they were slaves.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The Matrix is real. What Brother Morpheus say? Sometimes you can't free people from the Matrix. Some people will fight to stay in the Matrix, and those was the ones that the agents would jump into or turn to a body instantly because they accepted the bullshit. They felt like I know people who's willing to lie to their kids. I tell people I'm never gonna lie. Why would you lie to your kids? Lying to your kids is like lying to yourself. Well, sometimes you may have to lie. No, you don't. Sometimes you have to lie to your kids.
Yeah, my parents never did that.
Why would you lie to your kids? That's like lying to yourself. Your kids are your future. Why would you lie to yourself? If you a dope fiend, say you a dope fiend. If you gay, say you gay. If you a thief, say you a thief. Why would you lie to your kids? They're going to accept you with that regardless. Because they're you. They're extensions of you. Right. So, but it's people out here I know that would tell me, no, it's no big deal. I just don't want my kids not believing in Santa Claus. But it ain't no Santa Claus. Tell them, don't say that to my kids. Why are you lying to your kids? There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a little lie. Girl, it's women out here raising this. That's why we got so many weak ass niggas and bitch ass bitches out here off of shit like that. But that's society. It's not them personally. It's the whole game. And to me, the bottom line is about money, gaining and we're losing. Taking that number and increasing it. That's the game. And this experiment, this so-called experiment called America. Every day you wake up with a number. What can you do to increase that number? Whatever you got to do. You can live as long as you want to, as long as that number.
And from the beginning, it's a capitalist, society.
We to the point now in the game that we ain't just alive in our bodies no more. Like, I low key, this may sound crazy, so don't judge me when I say this out loud. I'm saying it on that record, on the air, nigga. I feel like our bodies are vehicles. I feel like we are actually our brains, and we're powered by our spirits and in essence, the force. I believe that this is like a car. You aren't defined by your car. You can get out your car and go buy another car. I believe this is not the end of it. So basically, you can live in so many different mediums. Like, for example, Michael Jackson will live forever as long as YouTube is a thing, because he lives through digital media. He's dead on flesh. His body's gone. His vehicle's gone, but he's alive. Oh, yeah. His presence is here. Aretha's presence is here. You see what I'm saying? So I believe shit like that. So it goes deep to me. It's like, since we can live on all these different mediums.
Now you sound like Pharrell when he said NERD. No one ever really dies.
I told you.
Long after they dead, Michael Jackson been dead for what, 12 years?
Show you enough. You see what I'm saying?
Like I said, it lives all through what you do.
It's all through how you keep, and that's what I'm saying with your children. They're extensions of you. You're alive through when you become their ancestors. Yeah. When you become their ancestors, like I was telling your sisters while I was at your mother's home going, I was like, I'm not here to be sad. I'm here because Sister Nyasha was a different woman, and she's alive through you. I see her in you. I see her in your daughters. I see her in Ilias. She's here right now. That body's done. We don't need that body no more. She's here. She talks to us. She works. I see every bit of her in each one of you. I swear to God, I do. Because that's how we live. And that's how you got to operate. I tell my son all the time, I would never lie to you. You don't have to ever worry about me worrying about if I'm bullshitting you, because you're mine. That's like lying to myself. But when you are willing to lie to yourself.
The reason why some parents say this odd thing to me that I hear parents say about, we want to preserve our child's innocence. I'm like, by lying to them?
Yeah.
Santa Claus and the bunny that lays eggs and all this stuff.
No, let's talk about the white girl who went into some bear's house, ate their food, slept in their bed, fucked up their house, and they called the police on them. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Little Red Riding Hood. That's what I'm talking about. Let's talk about that shit. This is the little things they put into our heads as kids that make us accept lies.
Wait, no, she was the one that had to deal with the wolf. Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, I'm thinking about Goldilocks. I'm sorry. Little Red Riding Hood ain't no victim either. Don't let me I'm sorry, I mixed them up.
Yes, she was.
She was not the victim. She went to that. She know what's going on. She know what the wolf was following her for. You know your grandma don't got no beard. The wolf that stuck in the house and put your grandma's clothes on. She knew what was going on. She wanted that wolf.
A lot of those stories that you're talking about now, originally the Brothers Grimm, they were a lot more bloody. And they got cutesied up and turned into bedtime stories.
I know, even Disney movies. You know, in the real Little Mermaid, Ariel got killed.
Right.
And she had to kill somebody.
And we already know about the end of Pocahontas, the Disney version. She watches him as he floats off after a gunshot or whatever happened to him. John Smith goes off to the sunset and she runs. No, he took her back to, England, Britain, whatever they want to call themselves. She got 12. We should die from a smallpox. Pedophiles.
I'm gonna go even further, nigga. Let's talk about The Lion King right in your face, murder and incest. They played it off with some songs, and like we wasn't watching the Discovery Channel or some shit.
There was only one man over the pride.
It was two men.
Hey, Scar, I don't think he was fertile anymore or not. But
Scar had kids.
Like most prides, you don't see a bunch.
Scar had kids. Scar had kids. You didn't see part two?
I know. I personally saw the second one.
Scar had kids, nigga.
Yeah.
Scar had motherfuckers.
Okay, so two, that still makes up for all the lioness. Like, they all got children. There's going to be some incest.
Yep.
I told you about that.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Egypt Uncovered or something like that. I like watching it. And they use satellite to look through the tomb of Tutankhamun.
I heard about that. Oh, yeah.
Right. And they were talking about one, he had a club foot. They were talking about some deformities he had in his face. And they said that came from incest because they had this thing in a lot of cultures back then. Oh, it's a royal bloodline, so I'm gonna have sex with my sister.
What you mean back then? They do it today.
I'm talking about the ideology behind it.
I'm saying the ideology. You have you ever been to Dearborn? Have you ever been to Dearborn? Have you ever been to Dearborn? Walk around. Walk around. I put that in my act one day. I put that in my act. I did a show one time. I said, welcome, my name, The Wizard, the host of Keeping the Reallah, the podcast on reallah313.com. I'm from Detroit, a city where if your dad is your cousin, you can own a gas station. That's what I joke. I wrote that joke. I made that a joke. That's a reality. That's not just a joke. That's a reality too, nigga. Like, for real. Like, that's a thing. Look, Saddam Hussein was raised with his wife. Saddam Hussein was raised with his wife.
Wait, this is a royal bloodline. We have to keep all of the those that are part of the
Everybody think they bloodline is royal. That ain't just because you said it don't mean it's for real. Everybody say that shit.
The point is, based on that, we need to keep the child with nothing but a pure bloodline. So we just like the deformities just on and on and on. There's no telling how many of them in that world, and like I said, not just in that culture, but I'm like, how many of them are cousins, brothers, like sister, whatever. Like I was trying some of them that have like 6 arms, like.